Hey, says I'm live. Let's see. Shoot me a one, let me know. Um, oh, look at that. What a handsome fella. Randy, not a word. All right. Sorry, guys. This here is the Bible of our trip. Um, so I have to go over every single line item for I just I found a few issues. Um, if anybody that's in here needs to um, talk to Terry, just highlight it, and I will send him a message. That's why I'm a little bit late. I talked to Terry until about 8 minutes ago. Ran downstairs, and well, we ran so fast that he's got to have a nap. Yeah, I was running, and of course, Fat Fingers typed in the wrong password. Thinking. So I'm like, no. So we got it all figured out. But so if anybody um, needs to talk to Terry, I will get in contact with the folks that I think there's issues. Um, and I left Terry with 4 questions. So definitely, I'm just trying to see. And of course, for those of you that may be new or going to watch the rerun, we're talking about Cruising Alaska 25, which is a whole bunch of friends, family, and, well, everybody will be friends and family after we get off the boat. It's absolutely amazing. I've been cramming. Debbie and I watched. As everybody knows, I've still, I'm still running quite a temperature. It's 12 days after infection, or 12 days after I started antibiotics. I should not be running an infection, but like they said, I'm somewhat of a healthy. I'm healthy all around except for my spine and whatever, but my body will fight it off. They don't want me to, and I don't want to go anywhere near a hospital if I can help it. They're just large petri dishes, and well, I don't like petri dishes. So, shout out to Raquel, Gilbert Easel, and there's Sean, Johnny, Tiffany, Tony. Let's go up and say good day to everybody. Jerry, um, the Bud Files. Howdy, guys. My little sister, Glenda, Miss Glenda, and of course, Sir Grace is usually not that far away. And we got Randy and Simply Vigo. Howdy. So, what part of the world are you in, Randy? And how's your large car treating you? Hopefully, it's everything you hoped and wished it would be. It's a sharp-looking truck, I'll put it that way. Well, for Peterbilt. But I'm sorry. Life in the predominant homestead. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy. So, um, just getting back to the Bible. I got to get myself one of those three hole punches and start keeping binders because I'm sure this ain't going to be the last one I get. So we did have a couple people back out. Didn't ask, but we're still doing okay. We're still over. We're sitting about 35 room. Well, we were 35 rooms whenever this was printed on Monday. I don't know how many we've got. I don't know how many people we have after that. But Jesse and I were talking, and it's not cheap to run a ship. But our group will pay the diesel for the week. Well, we might need a couple other guests to kick in. If I'm not mistaken, whenever we were on the breakaway last year, it used 250,000 gallons. Yeah, because everything is gas in one way or another. So, and well, I know what I wanted to say before I forget, guys. Sorry. This medication that I'm on, scatterbrain, that's even, yes, Johnny, even worse than normal. Haha, beat you to it. The meds they have me on is just the biggest issue they're trying to is to get my hemoglobin up because I lost so much blood. So obviously with hemoglobin, that's your blood. And I'm very, very low. So hopefully old Spanky get producing blood. I'm eating everything that I'm supposed to. Yes, I am listening to my doctor. But if you folks just booked your cruise and that's all you've done, you might want to get with Terry. Shoot him a message. I will. Sorry, guys. You normally have the banner running. See? There we go. There we go. So if you have any minor questions, go ahead, shoot me an email. I should be able to answer most, and I do have a back door to Terry if need be, but I don't want to use it if we don't have to. He's going to check on the railway because, well, like I said, Debbie and I on Sunday, we watched 7 hours. I can tell you the bumps on the railway. But what a magnificent setup they have. So as you go up the hill, if you want to see, I think it's, they'll tell you anyways. If you don't want to see 4,000 foot drop, sit on the right or sit on the left. I forget what it is now. And if you want to see beautiful waterfalls, well, you sit on the other side. And there was one touching moment. It was on the short one, not on the long one. And I don't know if we use the same rail line or not. But 35,000 3,000 men it took to construct the Alaska, or that part of the Alaskan Railroad from Canada through to the Yukon, Alaska. And Scott, does that count you and Jesse's room in it? I think so, Jerry. I think so. Again, Jerry, shoot me a text after, and I'm don't plan on being on here a whole long time today. I've got a bunch of orders to go out. I've got my daughter started working on some homemade jewelry last night. She's going to do more on the weekend. I'm waiting on another package to come so she can get going. There's going to be 3 that have ties to the East Coast, right where actually Remy could throw a rock from where I picked up these heart rocks. They're actually heart rocks, and they're right from Debbie's hometown. And whenever Kyle and I were fishing, and well, he just about got booped in the bum by a sea lion, or not a sea lion, whatever they are, porpoises, or it scared the living but jumpings out of him. I just wish that I would have got it closer on film. But yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, Tony. That's low. I'm having a problem. My doctor won't, well, if I asked, but whenever they called to tell me that I was severely low in hemoglobin, to go on a diet of greens, bananas. Must be the potassium in the banana. And yeah, he gave me a whole bunch of different things to eat. Oatmeal. So I've been eating oatmeal by the truckload. Well, everybody knows what oatmeal does to them. Ooh, boy. And Rebecca, I don't know if you saw the short that I did, but I've been wrapped up in your blanket since I got home. It makes it so. Rebecca surprised me with a blanket last winter, and it has to be the most warm blanket. I have 2. Rebecca's has kind of holes like that in it, but warm. Oh my goodness. And Mom made me one last year as well. And the colors don't really match up. Hey, there's my chickadees. And guys, the 2 oldest chickadees, and Bunkies, the Bunksters, always welcome on my channel. I don't care what they want to do. If I don't have to monetize it, I won't monetize it. But the chickadees are going to be my guest tomorrow night. So I am really, 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 really excited to chat with KK and Trey. And I'm hoping Bunkster. And hey, Bill. Vase Place, Lake number 14. I have no idea what that means. If you're talking like crocheting, all that I know is I wrap up with Rebecca's and put my mom's on top. Oh boy. And then the fever hits and I got to throw them all on the on the chair behind me. But well, you know what? I'm thinking this time of day, Trey's probably, well, you never know. I'm not going to even guess. It's probably Trey, but it could be KK too. And you just let my bunkster know that she don't have to just pop in and say hello. She can be part if she wants. Because everybody knows that we've got a favorite, and the chickadees are my favorite. Yep. Aha, I got it right this time. Woohoo. Yes, I know it's almost always you. KK's always busy with school. She's smiling ear to ear. Well, tell her to be careful. That's going to hurt. And life in the valley. Howdy, howdy. So yeah, hopefully I'm waiting. I didn't like the way they set up my website. They didn't ask me. So I made them all redo it. So that's the delay. I'm paying for it. If I don't like it and Kenzie doesn't like it, we're not paying for it. So they're a little angry with me right now. But, oh well, I have to make it look good if I'm going to be competing with the big fellers. And I've already got my suppliers in Toronto for silk screening, transfers. You know, if you want sublimation, I'm actually going to get in another computer. Hopefully Debbie doesn't watch this because it's about $800. That will allow me to do, like right now, I can do black, yellow, maroon, and I think it's called ocean, whatever. It's a blue. So, yep, absolutely. So, all that I need to know, Verna, I'll get in touch with you sometime before the weekend, and we will finalize your stuff. And Trey, tell Dad to get a hold of me so that we can finalize your stuff and what logos he wants to go with and all the rest. And then I will just, yeah. It's just easier for me to have them put you directly onto the website. That's going to be Mackenzie's job. Oh, okay. Pa's always around. Oh, I'm on the TV. Cruise in Alaska, 25. Save your pennies, Trey. KK, Bunkster. Because you got to pay for Mom and Dad. And it's going to be about, whoa, for your family to all hop into a cabin. So, actually, I believe, just let me double check, but you're a mod, Trey. So put the your collab, the information on your collab up here, please. And we're going to talk more about it tomorrow night. So if anybody wants to know more information, get your questions ready. Either email them or tomorrow night after we're done our little chit chat. Now, I'm hoping that we can fit it in an hour. We may have to go after dark. And just out of respect, those who have further questions, I'll drop the link. You can come in, we'll go offline, and you guys can still ask the girls anything you want to within reason. there's some stuff that's gonna change as we roll, right? So they it's not the girls' first rodeo, let's put it that way. And I was talking to Mr. Jesse yesterday in length, and I am now I am donating 2 Cruising Alaska 25 mugs. And I'm sure I'll be donating more. But for starters, I'm going to be one of the. Yeah, there you go. There's the collab video. Here, let me pin that. Let me pin. Oh. Oh no. Fat fingers. I don't want to do that. See, if I had the Bunkster here, she'd show me how to do it. Pin message. There we go. So the video that they put out will be pinned to the top of the chat after you hit the thumbs up. And just before we go to say goodbye, click on it. Or I'm okay with it. Go watch it now. If you have any questions, the girls are right here. Ask away. It really don't matter to me. It's about helping others. And again, Johnny, you're a mod. If you want to drop the stuff for Tin Killer, I've got a. Sorry, guys, I am so out of sorts, and I don't even know what's going on in Arkansas. I will let you run. I need to finish school, but we'll be here. Okay, Trey, absolutely. Like I tell all my football players, school's number one. Social interaction is number 2. Actually, it's not. It's a way down there. But in this case, scenario, get your schoolwork done. See? Dad can do it, so can I. Perfect. Thank you, Verna. The girls would much appreciate that. Algebra and chemistry today. Yay! Actually, you know what? 2 subjects I loved. Probably because I liked the teacher. But he made learning fun. I actually had him 2 out of 4 years. Oh my goodness, there's my brother from England. G'day, Sir Paul. How are you? Hopefully you're feeling much better over there, sir. And all that good stuff. So it's yeah. It's today's about the first day that I can say that Hank and I are going to work after I'm done the live. Hank and I are going to be down in the shop. I've got 18 cups that have to go this week. So, not a big deal. And then Johnny, yeah, if you want the Tin Killer meetup, I know it's April 26th, 27th, 28th, or 27th, 28th, 29th. It's the end of April, guys. Just plan on it. Unfortunately, I've had to throw in the hat. I will not be there this year. I just can't do it. Actually, I can't even talk about it. But it is what it is. So hopefully by next year, we'll have everything up and running like clockwork here. And yeah. So, and did you see Johnny going for a drive yesterday? I was just kind of laying down and I was watching. I didn't partake in but the lake's frozen. I wouldn't want to walk on it. Not like up here. Now, what would you guys think if I took you ice fishing? I'm contemplating Rob and I going up to Cobden Lake, which is about, I don't know, 40 minutes away. And they rent ice shacks. And there's enough Wi-Fi that I should be able to stream it. And since, the money that folks earmarked for me to put towards a GoPro and my beautiful wife, I turned the big 5-1 on Monday. So for my birthday, she said, guess what? That GoPro right there's got your name on it. Go buy it. I just about had a heart attack on the ship. Now, trying to learn that fandangled thing is a whole other thing. Everybody's like, well, isn't a phone much harder? Just trying to get... Jesse gave me an excellent heads up. Fat fingers use voice activation. I can't even figure that out. So I'm going to have to watch. Oh, Trey, that's 2 years coming. Whenever I first put it out, the GoPro 9 or 10s were just out. So I am very, 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 very humbled and appreciative of the folks that helped me. Now I can actually put it in the barnyard and I can live stream the fuzzy cows for Nora. I know Bunkster loves the fuzzy cows. And I got to put it up high enough that Barney doesn't think that it's a treat and eats it. Excuse me. Pretty much Vineyard Chicks t-shirts. Vineyard Chicks t-shirts is awesome. Thank you. Yes. I'm having an cruising Alaska day. So I had a Vineyards Chick day yesterday. So we will definitely, she says she wants a miniature fuzzy cat. Well, Trey, put your money together. KK can put her money together and get your sister a mini fuzzy cow. But you need a male and you need a female that aren't related. So the Bunkster can start breeding. And then Dad can just AI them after that. And Bunkster can have herself a whole herd of mini fuzzies. Mama said no. Oh, come on, Mom. You're no fun. There's some up here for sale. And to be totally honest, I told my 25-year-old no. So this year, if I can get the chicken coop up and yeah, if I can get my chicken coop up, um, unfortunately, in our municipality, I'm only allowed um, six hens. But if I rent a 10 by 10 place off the farm behind me, I can have 150. Only if I move it 10 feet. Tell me that makes a whole lot of sense. But I got to make it totally predator proof because we do have quite a few coyotes. And well, they're now a true miniature cow is about 150 is about the biggest it'll get. There's a lot of people that like to say they have miniatures that are 300-400. No, they're not miniature cows. They're not miniature fuzzies. So you got to be very, very careful. And yeah, you're in a climate that you could do it. And so are the chickadees. They're in a climate that, you know, you could do it without running fans, but you're gonna want to put in we call it a swimming pool. Our girls are CV 55 Fahrenheit cleaning cages today. Woohoo! Yummy! Nothing like a wind. So Rob got sick in the fall. And we never got to cleaning out. So we are now in our second winter. Thank God we have a 10-foot ceiling in there. Doesn't smell, it's dry. You know, they're loving they're having the best life because we'll close the barn up and we'll just let them run around the barn and they can find spiders and bugs and they love it. But that's our big job this year. I'm going to see if I can't get a skid loader and get in and do both sides. So what I mean from both sides is any of the videos you saw where our cows, where we finish them, well, the chickens are across the way. And it used to be an old milking barn in the early 1900s. Well, the walls are about 3 feet thick of concrete stone. It's already went through one fire in about 1953, I think Rob said. So yeah, it's I don't know what our temperature is here, except for I had to put salt down. Oh, we're above zero. Woohoo! We're 33 degrees, folks. Now we had severe whenever Debbie got home last night at 9, it was pouring freezing rain. She said the roads weren't too bad yet. And she said by the time she got into work this morning, so she got off at 9 last night and back in for 7:30 this morning. Life of a healthcare worker. Thank God she did not get called in. There was no serious accidents. You'd have to be dying for them to call her in the middle of an ice storm. But again, we're 5 minutes from the hospital. The girl that was supposed to be on call, it would have taken her about an hour and a half to get here down the highway. That's if she even could get here. So, yeah. So I will let's see here. That's about all I got. So let's recap, and then I'll put up the link. Anybody wants to come up, shoot the poo. That's okay. And Sir Paul, so long as you're dressed, come on up. You know, we don't want to scare any of the ladies. Yeah. Funny, I said that to my lovely wife too about a new computer. She said, well, you better get busy at the business so that it can buy one. I thought that was rather rude, but once we start doing shows and whatever, I've got some Fuzzy Cow merch coming out soon. I can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, again, if you're not sure if you should call Terry, send me an email. There we go. Rambling with the brooms at gmail.com. And I will look. I've got absolutely everybody that's booked what you've booked. Obviously, he cuts off the money. I don't want to know. So, if you have a question about money, directly to Terry. Okay? It's just, I've got how much our group is going to at the end, but I don't have a breakdown of each individual person, except for mine. But, and that, again, people cannot believe the price that we're paying. I have another person that lives about an hour away. I was chit-chatting to him, and he's like, well, no, how much to add in the alcohol package, how much to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's all included in my price, plus airfare out of Ottawa. He's like, what? We just spent $8,200 US, not last year, the year before. I said, well, doesn't even cost us $6 for the works. And I know what it was. Actually, I'll drop the link if you guys want to come up. That's fine. Hello. There we go. If you're not a morning person, nobody wants to talk to me, including my wife, before I have coffee. And I know a few others that are exactly like it. You may want to look at the priority boarding. Number one, it gets you on and off the ship whenever you want. And it includes your breakfast. Or we always get coffee, orange juice, and a couple Danishes. Because we're normally up at like 5:30 in the morning, which is going to be about 3:30 in the morning. I can see everybody on the West Coast is going to be passed out in their bunks, and everybody from the East Coast is going to be just getting up. Because I don't see us flipping our time. You know, I know us anyways. I guess we will a little bit, but I'm told we may have some jet lag happening. So that's why we're going in 2 days early. And we're going to leave on the Monday for the simple fact that if we leave the day of, we're not going to get back to Ottawa till the afternoon of the Monday. So that means we're going to have to sleep in an airport overnight. Not this boy. I'm not sleeping in no airport. So, like I said to Debbie, we just go an extra day, and actually, the same flight will pick up in Chicago, I believe, is our transfer. Either Toronto, well, we have three different ways. Either Ottawa to Toronto, Toronto to Seattle, or Ottawa to Chicago, Chicago to Seattle, or Ottawa to Vancouver, Vancouver to Seattle. We have three different routes that could happen. Hey, how are you? All right, Simply, you take care. God bless, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you on the next one. I don't want to talk to any of it. Amen, D. I am the exact same way. I have to coffee before I people, or you may get a growl and not a good morning. Just the way things happen. Gathered together, Homestead. Welcome, welcome. How are you? What's new? What's exciting? Hopefully you guys are doing well and the kiddos are doing well. And I want to make sure that link is showing up. Yep, there you can see it now. Falling out finally. Yes, yes. Thanks, Jerry. Well, I was going to say Oklahoma's been getting their rear ends kicked around with the amount of cold. They've been just about what they're colder than us. We're warmer than them. Like yeah, they were into quite a deep freeze. Actually, all the U.S. Whenever we docked in Miami, it was only 56 degrees. Now, by the time we got off the ship, it was 75. But it was 56 degrees whenever I looked at my phone about 5:30 in the morning as we were pulling into Miami. So, oh, thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. There you go. 577 days till we are boarding. Actually, in 577 days, if all goes well, we will already all be on the ship having lunch. And yes, the payment must be paid in 457 days. Getting settled into the new place, ready for spring. So I'm taking it's Glenn. Are you guys? Is it a much bigger? Is it a much bigger property that you guys got? Did you find all your nuts, buddy?
No.
What happened? Did your wheel
I don't
fall off? Or
understand those guys. They think that, I guess they think that you can, you come in with 8 lug nuts on a wheel, that's too many. 8 lug nuts too many, guys. So they had to call the auto parts store and have them bring some lug nuts that they paid for.
So, okay, so you didn't leave and it fell off or anything. They caught it before you left.
No. I left, went home, see they had these tires. I ordered 4 tires.
Yeah.
Two of them wouldn't balance. So they left them on there and they said, just bring it back tomorrow. So I drove it home, shaking my teeth out, which is like, home was from over here, it's like 65 miles. And then I drove it back this morning and they were going to put them on. And whenever they pulled it's got a center cap over my wheel. When they pulled it off, there were lug nuts missing that they left off yesterday that I didn't see, that they didn't put them on.
Oh my God.
So they looked all around for the lug nuts and couldn't find them. So they ordered new lug nuts and had them brought in and they put them on. It took them 3 hours to fit. They had to get 2 new tires in overnight. They had to do a whole new rebalance. They rebalanced every wheel on it again. But now seems to be good.
Oh my God. Glenn, it all depends on what you want. I know there's people that are paying $1,800, including flight, for an interior room. I know personally, Debbie and I are paying $5,700, but I don't have a military discount. I don't know if you were military or not, but if you're military, you get an additional 10% off. So Debbie and I out of Canada is $5,700, and that's insurance, booze, priority boarding. You can't get anything else. But folks, let me reiterate. I see there's a lot of people that don't have insurance in here. I'm able to get the money from seeing the doctor on the ship while we were away. I'm getting all that money back. If you don't have insurance and they got to airlift you off the ship, that's going to cost you a mint. Or if you have a health condition a week before we go, with insurance, I think you get 90% of your money back. There's 2 different types of insurance. Terry will go over all that with you. But yeah, I'm $5,700 for both Debbie and I, and that's to fly, booze. So it's even $300 cheaper if you don't drink. Yeah. I think that's 2 specialty dinings as well. Yeah, the only thing that's going to be extra is the hotel, and we'll split if we do get the buses. Whoever wants to take a coach bus from the hotel over, we'll just whoever is going to be there, we'll just split it. It might cost us like $15 each, or he might just come in and say, "I'll send my entire fleet at $15 a head." Okay. I know there's ones in Miami, that's the way they do it. So, but yeah, no, that's crazy, Johnny. Like, man, if that tire would have let go on the interstate, holy God, man.
Well,
hopefully you chewed them out and knew.
It still had, most of the lug nuts on. I mean, these are 8
okay.
wheels. And so, I mean, it was not in danger of flying off. But the fact that you drive in with all your lug nuts and you leave with some of your lug nuts is, it's kind of like parts left over. You know what I mean? Crazy.
That
But
is, yeah, like it's something that's not an oversight. That's stupidity.
that's just, well, okay, the lug nut's not laying right here. They kicked it, they accidentally kicked it. And the funny thing to me is we looked and there are lug nuts literally scattered across the floor everywhere in that shop. I mean, it's like this is common practice type of thing. And but none of them were my lug nut. They were not the same lug nut. And they were like, well, this one here will almost work. And I said, no, we're not putting that on there because it doesn't even take the same size wrench. I said, the I would have to have two different wrenches to take that wheel off. And I was like,
Yeah, no.
no, we're not doing that. We're getting the right
And that's
lug
your
nut
dually?
back on.
And that's your dually?
No, this is the 3/4 ton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Man.
yeah, I got to use this weekend quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
So but anyway.
Cool.
And I'm driving back from Muskogee. You've heard that Okie from Muskogee stuff.
Yeah.
So I was in Muskogee. I'm driving back to the house from there right now. Actually, I'm driving to the county.
Hey, Wanda, is it? Was it just like a garage that was having a sale, or is it like a tire place?
It's a tire place. It's Discount Tire of Muskogee.
Well, that's the discount. You don't get all your lug nuts back.
Yeah, I guess that's the discount. Yeah, it was quite the deal. I watched them fire a guy.
Oh man!
And he was all disgruntled and running around, and he was crying, and I mean, he's like probably 30 years old, and he was crying and stuff, and
oh no,
I was afraid it was going to turn into some of that workplace stuff, because you know how people's emotions run rampant, and I was like, man, where can I go that maybe
I'm going over. I'm going to walk 6 miles down here to get a coffee. I'll be back in a bit.
Oh yeah, and then usually they wait till Fridays to do that, but I guess they decided today was the day.
Oh my goodness, Glenn, mine is a balcony room. Jerry's is a balcony room.
If anybody's saying anything in the chat, I can't see the chat at all. It's,
I don't think so. I think a couple people said hello whenever you first came in, but Glenn's just been asking like when the cutoff date is and if they can come, and that'd be great if you and Jessica and the kids could come. A lot of people are bringing their kids. This is a family vacation, guys. It's a bucket list that most people have. We're going at a time of the year that the top of the mountains should be a little bit white, but it's still warm down on the water. Scott, I have a question about the money. Is my room free? Paul, no. I'd like to say that all Englishmen, get bangers and mash for free, but no, not even that, buddy. Wanda, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm a bit drained, but that's just due to the hemoglobin and trying to build up my blood again. So
yeah, we were praying for you.
I appreciate it. Many people. The first day that I asked for it, I could, feeling a bit better. And Sunday was about Turner. Oh man, Woohoo! What the hell is this?
No idea.
Sorry. I just got. Oh, that's my reservation. Uh-huh. Sorry, guys. Terry just did something to my reservation, and I don't know what it is.
Uh-oh.
No, it went down. It went down $20. I don't know what he did.
Cool.
$20 is $20. Hey, that's 50. That's 50 Canadian. You know.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bud?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. 50 Canadian.
It's 30% right now, and I was. Where were we? Was it St. Martin? They're 56% to the U.S. dollar. And I'm like, wow. So if they have a business at the port, they're making a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Especially if it's locals making it, because they're probably paying them in their currency, and they're charging all the tourists in U.S. dollars. Oh, NCL just changed the rule this week, folks. Make sure it more pertains to Canadians or out of the U.S. They are not going to transfer all the money machines on the ship are going to be in U.S. funds. They're not going to exchange Canadian currency anymore. Strictly U.S. currency, which I only travel with U.S. money anyway, so it's no big sweat off of me. But I know there's a lot of people that haven't traveled that are traveling with us, so I'm trying to think of stuff like that as we go along, and we'll get more in depth as we get closer. So yeah.
So you keep track of all that stuff pretty good.
Yep.
Is there anything that's trading for more than $1?
Australia, I think is. Yeah, I think Australia's about.
I remember back whenever our dollar wasn't worth as much as Canadian dollar.
Whenever I took my kids to Florida in 2011, my dollar was, I was making 15 cents on the dollar.
Right.
And then all hell broke loose.
I remember that.
Yep. And then Sparkle Socks got in, and well, you all know the rest of that story.
We know the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say.
Exactly. Oh man. Hey, as long as I can still go down and cruise out of the U.S., I don't care who's in where. Just don't disturb my fun.
I hope you had a good time on your cruise. I really did.
Well, the cruise was crap, but the ports of call were absolutely stunning. San Juan, Puerto Rico was, like Debbie said, let's move here right now. It was the narrow cobblestone streets. Everybody had a smile on their face.
Nice.
And it was just a beautiful. Well, that video probably be out the first of next week. But just to hear, like, you know, back in the 1500s when there's a 5-story bunker 3 levels underground that they used to fight off the French, I believe.
Right.
It's all in my recording. I actually recorded the whole tour. So I'll probably have to break that up into like 3 series or
Yeah.
to be continued 3 times.
Yes.
But it's Dominican, dirty, like dirty diapers on the side of the road, like garbage.
That's good
It
for
was
the That's good for the environment.
yeah,
Dirty diaper.
yeah, dirty diapers laying on the side of the road, like chicken containers, plastic everywhere, hanging in trees. Now that was Puerto Plata.
Right.
The city itself is absolutely disgusting. They don't care about their ladies. They throw them on the back of the motorcycle. All the men have helmets. None of the women had helmets, and they were sitting there sucking on a soda as they're flying through stop signs.
Yeah.
So our tour guide, I'm like, how come you're not going? He's like, look to your right. And this lady on a moped was coming, and he's like, she's not going to stop, even if I pull out. I'm like, what? He's like, watch this. He went to pull out.
Yeah.
She put her head down. It's like, does she think she's a mouse? Like
she's gonna move that bus with that moped.
Yeah, like 30 mile an hour, just straight through the 4-way stop, and the police just sitting there going. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Now the monkey sanctuary was. We had a blast. I cannot say one bad thing about a port of call except for the Dominican city proper was very dirty. But the people were friendly. It's just very, very dirty. Once we got out to where the sanctuary was, it was very clean. The monkeys were very clean. The enclosures were clean. The animals were all fed, like, amazing amount of food. And it was like carrots, apples, all their native, I guess, I don't know if they'd have carrots where they come from, but apples, mangoes, and the monkeys that are in the Dominican, because they're not native to the Dominican, well, they don't like to eat mangoes anymore because apples are sweeter. Oh yeah, these little things, you'd have your hand out and he'd come and he'd sit on my wrist and he'd sit there and eat, and then he'd take off, and I looked down, I got a handful of mangoes. He picked everything out but the mangoes, and he took off to find somebody else that had apples. It was really fun. And then St. Martin was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I got Debbie bought me a beautiful watch, and she got a pair of Tanzanite earrings. So, fellas, if you're ever in a jewelry store and you see a deal on Tanzanite, buy your ladies Tanzanite as quick as you can. Apparently, they cannot mine it anymore. So whatever Tanzanite they have now, that's all there is. So the price is going to go. So I got Debbie a beautiful pendant, a pair of earrings, and I got both my girls. Now, the girls were free, so it was just a little chip on theirs because I bought Debbie's. So, and we went, we ate lunch. It's called the Blue Biatch. Oh my God, is that ever good? Debbie had fish tacos made with mahi mahi. Oh my God, what a beautiful tasting fish.
I got to get this gate here real quick.
All right, buddy. No, I think Johnny's heading home. Could be going to count cows too. We're not sure. But I'm from behind him. I think he's at the house. But we will ask him, Bill. And how are you, Bill? Yeah, I'm not. So Bill wants to know, are you home or are you going to check cows or are you going to Jose's?
I'm at the cattle.
Oh, there you go, guys. He's going to count the cattle.
Yeah. Feed.
Well, yeah, but how many times does he feed and not count cattle? Come on, folks. Oh, okay, Bill. Awesome. So you've been running off your phone then?
Yeah, I gotta get them fed real good today because it's gonna be a few days before I get back over here.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. Now how's Miracle?
oh she was doing fine yesterday. I'll see how she's doing right here in just a second.
She's still fuzzy. She's still fuzzy, or is her hair starting to go down?
Oh, she's all well. You know, it's winter time, so they have a longer coat anyway right now.
Yeah.
And but she will. Her mama's good about slicking off, so she will too whenever summer comes. So usually whenever they don't slick off, it's there's a few things that causes that. Mineral deficiencies, one. The one of them is be like fescue poisoning or the endophytes and fescue and stuff like that. But our cattle have never really had any problems slicking off. So I am here with them right now. So I'll just show you guys. So
Nothing like a cow.
Yeah, buddy. So let me flip. See if I can. I don't know how to do this. This is on. I'm just gonna have to turn it.
Yep. I agree with you. Hey, Linda.
StreamYard is way different.
Yeah, Linda Peterson said hello, Johnny.
Howdy. So you know who this is?
Yeah.
Danny.
What's going on, Danny? I want some food, Pa.
Well, it looks like they've eaten one of their hay bales.
Oh, man. Well, that's good. Oh, look at them all looking at you, eh? I love that.
Yeah, me too. All right. Get around here. There's Gordon and the heifer right there. You can see them.
Oh, that's the troublemakers.
That's the troublemakers right there. They are trouble. So, hey, Danny. So let me walk on over here. Hopefully you guys can see some of this.
Oh, yeah, we can see it all.
And here comes the cow, or the calf over here. That's Danny Star right there. That's going to be next herd. That'll be next herd bull. And let's see, where is she? Right over here with Mama. Of course, eating like always.
Wow. Well, that's good.
See?
Yeah, there she is.
Yep. Here she is. She's with Mama.
What a cutie. Oh, my God. Yep. I could just put me out in the middle of nowhere with cattle and chickens and I'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Oh, she can have a lay down.
Yeah,
Oh no,
they're
that's
just
hay. Sorry, that's
yeah,
hay.
they're just going over there, and she's
Yeah,
kind of leading baby off over there. But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, here's all the rest of them, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put out probably 2 bales today to hold them until I get back. I got to go get another hay ring and move it over here, and
Okay.
that way they've got at least 3 bale in this side. I'm gonna put a bale over there with the heifer and the steer over there, and that'll do them until I get back. So anyway,
Cool.
but
All right.
I'm gonna I've got a lot to do, and then I've
Yes,
got
you go do what you got to do
so
because you
what
got
I'm
to
gonna
go
do,
live in 5 hours, four and
yeah.
a half.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump off here, and
All right, buddy.
so I can get all this work done. But anyway, guys, it's been great. Thank you, Scott, for having me up. People in the
Anytime,
chat,
brother.
if you've been talking to me, I'm sorry I can't see the chat. But anyway, we'll see you guys tonight at 5 Central. Bye, guys.
See you later, buddy.
Bye bye.
Oh, there's nothing like a newborn calf. Love them, love them, love them. Now, especially the fuzzy cows because they come out fuzzy. So if you saw whenever Miracle come out, she was fuzzy. But if you like the Highlands they have a hair and a fur. So whenever mama licks it off and it dries, it's like it's like instant perm. But yes, the Johnny was actually saying I think that the white-faced cattle and you ask him on his live, but I think he said that down there they actually go for less than the pure black. Or Jerry might even be able to it could be different from state to state too. I don't know. But I know up here it's not really a whole lot. No different anyways. Let's talk Johnny now. Oh, actually, I think no, I saw what he did. So originally, I had told them that we were going to leave the day of. So with NCL, if you come in early or stay late, you get, I don't want to say the wrong amount. I do believe it's a $50 credit per day. You come in early and leave late. So I got him to um, add to take off. Yeah, so the air deviation is $50. Glenda, if you're still in here, I lied to you about the cost of priority access by $20. It's $199. But again, you get coffee in your room. Somebody comes in, they knock, they bring us coffee. They're my friends. And the Danishes, fresh, hot Danishes, they be good. I need to do the same, but I've not called them yet. Yeah, okay. Here, Jerry, I'll mark you down to have them give you a shout. That way there, he doesn't have like a million different people. If he can fit you in the middle of a phone call, he'll give you a shout. So it's all good. Sorry, my wife just got my test results, and of course, she has me both feet in the ground, and she knows better. Thank you, Jerry. I got to get better. Um, so what I've decided is once you're a member for a year, you will get a little surprise. And I will be doing more content strictly for the members, but even if you're not a member, and I do believe the cheapest one is $2 and the most expensive is 24, I think. I don't know. I tried to keep it low. I think I only have one person at the upper, and they asked for it. So, yeah, exactly, Jerry. Well, like I said, I honestly had about a 45-minute chat with Terry before I came online, and that's what he asked me to do because he is like, well, they're into the peak season right now. Everybody's just booking a cruise, and they want to go yet this winter. So, um, okay. So if anybody else wants Terry to give you a shout, let me know, and we will get that hooked up. It doesn't have to be today, folks. We've got go ahead, hit me with it, Jerry. 546 days. Lots of time. And Glenn, if you're still in here, you can book up to 2 weeks before we go. It's just you can't do it in payments. I do believe they're still running their promotion right now. You will have to ask Terry. His number is, well, it just went by. It'll be back. It'll come from this way. I know a couple people that actually they have the money, but they're like, why spend my money when it's 0% interest? I'm going to use NCL's money. So yeah, they're just doing their monthly whatever, and it doesn't cost them anything to borrow, and away they go. And it's, yeah. I sent you an email. Okay, D. Not a problem. I still have the credit. Oh, right. I might take you up on that, Jerry, because my wife said that she wants to go south next winter, and we'll be going before March. I will shoot you an email or a text. Let me know how much you want. Because that may just be the difference. There's another. So there. Sorry, guys. their new ship is actually sailing out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I already have from last year's cruise, I have, yeah, I have just about that in onboard credit that I was just going to save for. Let me talk to Mama. Debbie gets off at 3:30 my time. So I'll shoot you a message, Jerry. And oh yeah, no. It'll be booked. I know a guy. And you know, I overheard somebody that's not part of this group or whatever that, oh yeah, he's getting kickbacks, blah blah blah. I'm not getting anything. All my friends that I'm recommending to Terry, I get nothing except knowing that they're going to be looked after. Terry and I have turned out to be friends, and he's a great fella. And I know we've talked in length. We know about each other's family. He's a great guy. His wife's a great person, and she actually works at NCL as well. And he's got, well, his son is younger than my kids, but we're right around the same age, and he's one of us. That's why it's not out of the question that him, his wife, and his father, I'm not going to say probably, but there's a good chance they are going to be sailing with us. His dad's bucket list is to see Alaska, and Terry knows what kind of discount we're getting. So it may be just a good idea for his dad to come with. Obviously, Terry's going to come with. I talked to Terry again. I want confirmation about the railway. Debbie and I cannot find the one that Terry told us about. So he's like, I don't know if they've switched it or changed it up. So he's going to verify, because I said to Terry, I am not recommending that people, if they want to do it and spend the $400 or whatever per person to go see Canada, well, all that you're seeing is rock. You're seeing a concrete pedestal. Canada, US, Canada, US. There ain't nothing around. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You do a big circle, and then you head back down the hill. Well, you can see the breathtaking views with the cheaper package. So, like I said to Terry today, there's a reason why everybody wants to do the Canadian one, because we want to go panning for gold. I said, that's the big seller for this. And he's like, oh my God. He said, he's working diligently. So yeah, he's working diligently. Also, I've had a couple handicap questions. Folks, if you need a scooter, you have to be in a handicap room. Your scooter will not fit in a non-handicapped room. Well, it'll, I don't even know if it'll fit through the door. So, and trust me, whenever I say any room on a cruise ship is not like a hotel room where you have a ton of room. They cram as many rooms in. And I got to say, NCL does have bigger rooms than Carnival by far. My shins are still black and blue because Carnival has their bed as close to the door as humanly possible. So every time you went to go around the bed, you were either stubbing your toe or driving your shin into the metal side of the bed. That hurt. Literally that much room to get through. Now, NCL, I had no problem walking around. So, yeah. As long as it's booked. Okay. Yeah, well, again, Jerry, it's the whole jealousy thing. And I can go to sleep at night knowing that Terry gives me nothing except for thank you. I appreciate it. And he's really helped me out a lot. You know, he booked this cruise and gave us a magnificent deal. And we've all heard people say, "Oh, I'm jealous." Well, yeah, you should be. Guess what? You gotta. What? No. Sorry, guys. I just got a text message. Somebody wants me to buy something. But. Oh, yeah, no. And he's been. So he's had life issues. They've moved houses. He's just been so busy. Yeah, so busy. And, he apologizes left, right, upside down, backwards. And like I said to him, Terry, if we were going in a month or two, I'd be cranky. I'd be upset. But we're still 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 months out, 19 months out. Come on. It's not a big deal. We'll get it all cleared up. I said I'd like to get it cleared up within a year. I would like to get it cleared up. There you go. 19 months out. Pretty good for an old fella, eh, Jerry? So, like I say, I really hope that everybody enjoys it. I know we're going to enjoy it. So the first C day, we're going to try to do everything that's group related. And then everybody can do as they want, mingle. It's not like it's not a huge ship, guys. We're going to have probably 10% of the ship will be us. No word, no joke. That ship holds 3,990 people. So actually, Terry and I got in quite the discussion. Since we couldn't meet for dinner, I was doubled over in pain. We still chatted for hours on the phone. And, like I was saying to him, like this new ship that just came out that holds like damn near 7,000 people without, they're close to 10,000 people, including the staff. God forbid something happen in the open sea. I'm sorry. From what I've seen on the side, there ain't, I don't know, not unless there's a whole lot of blow-ups that I haven't seen. But can you imagine the chaos of 10,000 people? Not for me. And actually, he agreed with me. He's like, no. He's like, God forbid something ever happen. I want to know that we're on a ship under 4,000, that I know there's room on every single tender boat that they put in. We're all safe. Not that it matters. We're doing the inner channel. So even if you had to, you could swim to shore if you were a strong swimmer. So, yeah, I'm totally okay with NCL size ships. These big ships, we never did get to see all of the celebration. It's too big. You need 2 weeks. And we actually, was it the first night? No, third night at the seafood place. There was a gentleman and his wife. They lived in Ohio, or they live in Ohio, but they winter in Florida. And what they do is they travel a lot of the winter. And he said that they had all their family on for Christmas, and they did 2 weeks by themselves. They just, and this was nearing the end of their third week, they just got to every shop. That's crazy. Now, they are doing that, like the new ship that Royal just put out, an interior cabin. Interior. No windows, no nothing. $1,800 per person, not including flights, not including booze, not including. And the folks that are in here are going to be very happy. Everybody I talk to that it's ever sailed across like all the lines, the best food they've ever had is NCL. So I made sure, as tough as I am on Terry, for you guys, and I take it personal whenever I do stuff like this. Do I have to go through all this information? No. But I do it for you folks. New ship will be like, oh, it's bigger than the town, the municipality I live in, Linda. We're 7,300 people. That's 10,000 including staff. There's almost 3,000 people more on that ship than what there is. And I don't know. I've heard a lot of folks tell me that that's their last Carnival cruise. The food was disgusting. They didn't like the service. And I'm talking, these people are platinum. Anyways, one of the top people or cruisers with Carnival. They've cruised so much. The one lady Debbie talked to had done over 30 cruises with Carnival. That was her last one. And Debbie's like, oh, okay, well, she said, we were scared that we were just, we didn't, maybe we didn't have the right thought process or something. And she's like, no. She's like, you guys are spot on. She said, you pay that kind of money? I'm sorry. they best be giving you amazing service. Whenever you can go to an all-inclusive resort, book it on Black Friday for $1,500, including flight, all-inclusive. And that's not per person. That's both. So you're paying, now, don't get me wrong. You step on the ship, and once that ship pulls out and you start doing one of these, just a slight little movement, the best sleep you're ever going to have, and you can feel your stress level go. Like, that's why Debbie said, I think we're going to start cruising interior cabin and cruise twice a year. So I think that's what we're up to. Is we may even go out of New York City, because I can take a train in a day, or I can fly in a couple of hours, an hour. Well, no, it'd be about an hour and a half, 2 hours to New York City. Drop in, jump on the ship, and away you go. Now, you only go to Bahamas, Barbados, and then you're back again. I don't care. I'm on the open sea. If I don't even have to leave the ship, I'm okay with it. And please don't think, all right, Wanda, you take care. Hopefully it's warm on the island. I know you guys probably got a lot of wind, but we haven't been talking to Lori and them lately, so I don't know what you guys are getting hit by. But they're on the other side of the island from you. They're Summerside. Ooh, well, darn. If it's your birthday, well, happy birthday. Well, mine's Monday, and I never got my invite. Oh, maybe she's going to surprise me and come up to Ontario and take me out here. Oh, Tignish. Okay. Well, that's more that's more the eastern side of the island, southeastern, isn't it? I think Tignish. Isn't that where? Is that one of the spots where a lot of the deep sea fishermen leave from? Possibly. Because I think that's where Kyle and I went deep sea fishing. The only thing I caught was water in my face. It's the end of the island west. So it's just below Summerside? Ooh, I'm going to have to look that up, Wanda. All right, dear. Well, you go. You have a blessed day. And happy birthday. And, I'm sure you're not a day over 29. I turned 39 this year. Just saying. Way below Summers. Okay. $10 for Rubber Ducky. 39 and holding. Wow. Don't show it. Just saying. Anyways, you go have some amazing seafood with your daughter. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow night. Don't forget, Dixie Chicks, 8 o'clock Eastern. They're going to tell us all about their collab. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love talking to those girls. They're great kids. Well, KK is not a kid anymore. She's quote unquote considered a lady, but she's still my chickadee. All three of them. They're good good girls. And I appreciate their friendship. But, oh, they're still here. Anytime, Trey. You know that. See, I know how to catch you lurking. Anyways, guys, I'm starting to fade fast, so. My partner in crime, he went from beside me to laying in his bed over there. I can't make this stuff up, folks. So, if you ever order anything and an edge has gone off the box, you know Hank has inspected it. But I know, Trey, but well, then at least you got to see Miracle. I appreciate that. And I got to go do my thumbnail. And Trey, get KK to send me a picture of you guys. Or you can send me a picture. Or Dad, Mom, whoever. God, even Bunkster could send me a picture. Send me a picture that I can use for my thumbnail for tomorrow night. So as soon as you're done school, if you could do that for me, that would be awesome. So I can get the thumbnail up and people can start sharing that out. Alrighty. Anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you all. And we will definitely see you all tomorrow. And don't forget, we start out with Brenda, Jan, myself. Then there's, oh my God, their name escapes me. Anyways, right after me, I'll have all that information tomorrow. I should have it written down, but you know me. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today was all about cruising. So I wanted to get that facts out. Jerry, I will actually text him here in the next 5 minutes. Tell him wait. Actually, I've got your booking number. Look at that. I just opened it up right to the Jerry. Look at that. Okay. I will have him give you a call, Jerry. Be whenever he has time. And it'll be on the number that you have given him. So if it's your cell house number, don't know. Again, I'm not privy to that information. I'm just privy that you're one of the cool kids coming on a trip. Just saying. And yeah, I'm going to go over all this because I'm seeing a whole lot of some people don't have onboard credit that should have on, and some people have bought like photo packages already and just I originally had said not to book anything because I will get his discounts on that kind of stuff. But I understand. People want what they want, and I'm not going to, just trust me whenever I say they will go on sale closer to the date. And I will get them their money back. I'm kind of like that. But anyways, thank you, Linda. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. And as soon as I get the thumbnail, I will email KK Trey and shoot you the link. and we'll be good to go. Alrighty? Okay, guys, take care. God bless, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Toodles!